Hi everyone, my name is Michael. Storytime with Mutawe is my thing. The good girls call me MC, other girls call me Medicine. Well, today, just like always, I have someone special. Judge, professor, teacher. Yangami a teacher, I'm not sure, but he will explain by himself. He's also a journalist, a multimedia winning journalist. Awards, nyingi, but he will have to say all that.
Well, wow. I'm really grateful to be here. Era soka njogere mu Luzungu yadde ntwamanyidde mu Luganda.
Tuba mukangere abana bali abamanyi tomanyi Lungere.
Well, wow. I'm grateful to be here. Story time with Mutawe. I've been seeing you, and I'm like, okay, now this guy started something nice, and I was like, yo, I have to happen here.
Sure.
Yeah, so that we show these people that everything can actually be in place.
Yes.
We've been there with stories, we are there, we have a lot of things to tell these people. But if there is nothing like a podium like this, trust me, some stories will be there in archives without being noticed. And this is me. Many people call me Professor, Judge.
Yes, sir.
But then me, preferably, Cophi Samuelz, and that's the name I use mostly on my socials. Yeah.
Before we even go further, Cophi Samuelz, your name is complicated because if I put Cophi Samuelz, they will bring other people in the niche. It is C&S.com.
Yeah, C and S is an abbreviation. They're like initials for Cophi Samuelz. It is a C and S. C stands for Cophi, S stands for Samuelz. Yeah.
So, Cophi, I've seen you in very many things with your life. Before we even go further or deeper in the conversation, I've seen you with Ovuga pitch. That is one thing that is outstanding because that is a skill.
Yeah.
And it is not an easy skill. I've seen you in content.
Yeah.
I've seen you, content, we can say a journalist, but I've seen you in other content that if someone, judge, where he's presenting himself as a judge, how does he now switch to, let me say, TV? How do you balance? Is it like a natural thing or you train for it?
First of all, I would say it is passion, leaving alone being a natural thing, because even if something is natural and I don't have passion for it, trust me, you won't do anything. So the passion with me, that's what pushes me toward this stuff. Being a journalist, and then I'm actually soon to graduate. Being a journalist, then I'm a content creator. I do something sort of film, so like it's a lot. But then the passion in me pushes me to do that.
I've seen you directing one or two somewhere there. So that has been cleared briefly. I'll talk but take us back. How does Samuel grow up with schools? Which people inspired you? Basically, how does Samuel come up to become you right now, as you are?
Growing up, it's actually very, very big because, you know, now, if some years, I won't say my years, my age, because people think I'm judge and I'm judges. I want them to take me that age of 80, 90, 70. But growing up, we grew up in, I won't say a nuclear family because we used to have people. Yes, we are related, but they're not like siblings. From my mom, from my dad. So we grew up with those guys. And I would say it was an extended family. And, we used to live with people. Love was there. Some Kamani was there. However much, the more we grow,
the more money we do. Yes. Does it true? Yeah.
I don't know, man. So we grew up in that. Personally, I've been in boarding schools.
All your life?
From my top class.
Oh my God.
I've been in boarding schools. Just that I reached time in P3, then I told mom, I want to be coming from home. Then she proposed, if you want to be home, I'm going to take you in the village. Right?
Okay.
I'm going to take you in the village. So I was like, it is okay, take me.
Okay. So long as
I'm coming from home.
Yes.
I'm tired of boarding schools. Remember in boarding schools, there are a lot of stuff. I'm a young kid. There's this one boarding school where I used to be I was in top class. And there are these big guys, remember back in the time. Guys were big, you're this short.
Mature with beards,
you're nothing. But even right now I have no beards. Back in the time. So this guy used to burn us candles. They burn you in the buttocks.
Why? Why?
You love us.
That is Samuel is this kid that doesn't want to share.
Monday, I'm coming at night. So that's the thing. Made me tell about, you know what? Now I want to go in a vessel. she proposed that. I went to the village. But man, the first day in the village, I died. I started saying banana plantations doing like this.
Hey, you're like, no, I've never seen these things.
No, we used to go there in holidays, like for chilling, for Christmas.
Christmas, just.
But now it was going to be for some time.
Yes.
Now, by then I was in P3. And I told Jaja, call mom. I was like, Chichi, omugamba chi. I think that's when I learned how Jajas behave. Omugamba chi, ndoga mama. Oba bantu wale uchisulo naga mugenda somero paka P7 muganda edda boss wage. Kati nesoma P3, nsomede wa Jaja, netuyingira P4. I told her, Chiga, okay, let me go back. Then she was like, okay, you're going to come, but I'm going to take you to my school. So I went there. If I mention my schools, it will take long because I've studied in many schools.
It is calm. You don't have to mention.
Because in secondary alone, I've studied in 8 schools. 6 classes, 8 schools.
Yeah, been in over 4, but 8 is crazy.
Very crazy.
It is
right?
Crazy.
So my background is actually humble. It's a peaceful background.
I've seen you, the way you conduct yourself.
I know, but then I reached time there in Form 1, Form 2. I'm this guy who always wanted to have, what should I say, like to take themselves, to lead themselves to something. I told mom, I have to start working. I was like, what are you going to do now? I was like, I will go ask for jobs. So I used to see people building. Yes, they can give me like most of the stuff, but I was like, give me a job.
I also want to try out something.
I go, they taught me how to mix those things. Like, I just want to eat. They taught me how to mix those things like sand.
What can't you do?
Because I wanted money. Yes, mommy could give me, but there are those things I wanted as a person. Then I was like, I was like, you guy, what? But I think that taught me like a lot of things. Right now, as someone could say, man, you planned the key. But yes, I want some planned, but I'm a planning person for myself. I'm planning.
You have your intentions.
I have my intentions. So that was quite the background I had. But then I think my most memorable stuff, it was like in Form 4, Form 6. That's where I think most of these guys know me for the Luganda stuff started. Form 4. Form 4, I started getting inspired by people, these guys who are fluent Luganda speakers, the Solomon Kawesa, the JJ Semanda, the Aguma Chisulis of Radio Simba. They inspired me. I started making research and all that. Actually went in Engule during that program.
Engule?
Those competitions for Baganda.
Okay,
for Uganda speaking.
I've heard.
I went there. I stopped on that. You know that Mutendera on towards the semi-finals. It is called Sesota. That's where I stopped. Wali mukambwe nnyo.
Nenga mukola chi mweyo gundi.
Uganda competitions, deep Uganda.
What happens in those competitions? Kwa kati me I'm imagining. Look, I'm a Muganda. But Wungamba tambula ngo Muganda. Me I only know from like my parents.
Kati wenzo situka wano nosabe kanzu ngo tambula ngo Muganda.
Nyizo kugamba kati.
But it's like asking questions. Gawula ba quiz for like this NTV quiz they set for universities, inter-university stuff.
In Luganda.
But this is in Luganda and deep Luganda. They ask you, how do we call the vessel which transports oxygenated blood from the pulmonary to the aorta and you have to say it in Luganda.
Well narrated.
Nebakubuza, how do we call what should I say? Like I want to give you like an example. How do we call a person who has a 4 grand generation of children? You understand? So things like that.
Complicated.
It's about culture. Yeah. So that's where my inspiration started of Uganda. If like to everyone who asked me that question, that's where it started. In Form 4, I started involving in quizzes. We win the trophies. Hey, actually, I'm blessed.
Praise God, bro. So were you in those Nkoba Zambogo in school?
Yeah. I think that inspired me and I started joining such things. I joined Nkoba Zambogo. I became a prime minister of Nkoba Zambogo. I've actually been a leader. I've been engaging in a lot of things. I like music. I used to be a choreographer.
Bro,
I used to be a choreographer.
You know how to mix. When nyumba kati nekugamba Cophi soko je nyumba entuddemu so kujja nongamba kati omanyi
tukolewe
nina planning atenzimbe
okategedde
wenkuita mu choreography bro.
I used to be a choreographer. And we dance, I train. I used to have some small things of mine, but I used to train dance. Yeah.
Nakulaba wajja ku moves. Nolwakwa twali mu paper. Nali ngenda mu paper. Nakulaba. Okay, when I saw you wajja ne Roger Otis. But nakulaba ng'okuba engoma.
Kati engoma.
Kati now tugenda.
Some people ask me, oli musamize?
Auntie,
ayo
wakwata engala. Nzike nenge gye wagikwatamu. Engeri gye watandika yokka. Kale nabeerako, I was also in Marcos nga tulina MDD.
Yeah.
Naye nga wenkuba emirundi enamba maze.
Obumaliriza.
Naye nakulaba wakwata engoma.
I really love music and I love things concerning creativity. And with drumming, it is your creativity. Yes. Like these drums. The what? Yeah. Zino ezoku live band bichi. Era balaba nti creativity. So kati is drumming inabiranga n'abantu nga ndaba omuntu nga akuba ekintu. Remember, back in the days, MDDs were crazy. Leave alone these MDDs. These are MDDs. So we used to be like MDDs. I see these guys drumming and I'm like, okay. They bring trainers. I'm here teaching people contemporary dance and
but your eye is this side.
But my eye is also peeping. They are seeing what they are doing. Silent. I started practicing. I can come. I bring my chidomola. I start doing what I learned. That's how I learned drums, and I'm very, very crazy by the own drum. Just that I don't give it time. I rarely do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, based on what we've just talked about, like you have a way of maneuvering. Is there like, I want a story of your A level. Michael, but I have to outshine everyone. How? I have to get a skill. Because that was me in school. I was like, where can I find my refuge? Where can I like sit? People are going to look at me when I'm doing this thing better.
Yeah.
So how was it?
As I told you, I'm a blessed guy, and I think I became a superstar without not seeing. Trust me, this is me who changed a school to another school. Right? I was from Brilliant Kawempe, then I left. Then I went to Brilliant. It's in Luwero. It's Brilliant Bamunanika. So that's where that was Form 5. I went there because they called me for a bursary. So reaching there, that school, most of the kids there, they were not from the village. They are town guys. I think that school could get people from town. They are the ones who were there because they were sponsoring footballers like Evitone.
Activities.
Yeah. So I went there. I was a cool guy, you know. I was short, but I was short. I don't see this side and see I was tall. I was short.
How, bro?
But with swag.
Smart.
Yeah, you know, they organized the party the weekends. We used to wear red and black as the uniform after
class.
After class, the boarding. People remember I told you I'm a boarding person. So I was in boarding. I reached the school. Students start seeing me. They're like, "Oh, this new guy." So I was related to the headmaster. Like we had that relationship. So I was like, "Hey, this guy actually." There's a Mr. Kaveng. The headmaster I was like, "Okay, yeah, that is me." I start getting that, you know, the vibe. I get the popularity, the
people start fearing.
People start fearing and all that. Then they realize I can dance. Those days, Konto. FIFA Maker's song. It had this thing. We were bad. So, like everyone would come, they want to learn, you teach them. So I think fame started coming. It comes now. Remember when I told you the Luganda stuff? So in that constituency, they organized the Luganda competitions. We started reading. In the school, we had these guys who used to know Luganda. One was called Kawoya. That guy knew Luganda and history. Yes, so he started mentoring me. We went in competitions. Our first time, we came with a trophy. First time, we came with a trophy and some money. We started competing. That's when I went for the competition for Uganda. Right? Now I'm becoming famous. You're asking how I set that trend to become like, you know. I became famous. We are grinding now. I changed the school.
Bro, first be easy. From Kawempe, you go to brilliant.
Yes.
You've
brilliant Kawempe, brilliant Bamunani, those are two brilliant.
Now you're making
now
name. It is just coming up with Cophi Samuelz Tumulaba to say 5 before he reaches 10. He changes again.
Now I want another environment. Terrible guy. I went to Mulusa Academy. People who know Katikamu SDA and sent those schools, and those are the most influential schools there. Katikam, Ndeje says, then Mulusa. Mulusa is known in sports and academics as well. Good performing school. I went there for Form 6. Reaching there, where I was, I used to be called, Cophi was very low, but they used to call me Spider. Spider! You're joking. Now I'm changing at school. Now the name Cophi catches fire.
No, come on, Spider.
Yeah, now Cophi, you're Cophi. Like coffee cow. I'm like, no, Cophi. You know that name comes like Ethiopia. It has an Ethiopian background. And now, in Form 6, I was so swaggerful.
You have bling with the earrings.
Amasawa gasomi novimbe
onyirira wasaza kaviri
abawala muganda wange byali bintame n'okunta maani nga njagala bagamba bannange obadde ki obeja waya
how was your education wali mwana mugezi but
I was actually bright.
How are you balancing okuba ne swagger ng'osoma bulungi
ebyaddala
ko curricular activities zo zikuba How was it? Because most people in Yakubu are based on me. I can multitask, but when it comes to education, which are the more math allowed shine.
First of all, it is good to do what you can. A level, I did what I could. I did history, I did art. That's called IPS. I normally say I did IPS and everyone's like, what is IPS? So but now no kugera nka art because everybody bagamba IPS never bula. So I did history. That was European and East Africa. Then, that is nice. Most people they could do this one Osmania bichi
bali bakola nationalism.
So I did history, IPS, then Luganda. Then neteka okaisi tingo manyisa digital world. This is the knowledge now.
Yes.
So I did what I could. That's why he's really brilliant, by the way. I just see someone who like, I'm going to study for long hours. I study for 1 hour, but a serious 1 hour. It is enough. Gatuda musapeli afetuchi ilinga wali. I make my research and all that. So that was Form 6. Mulusa. Actually got a name. I did those choreography, what, like chilling, and also like vibe. We give vibe.
Everyone is now you're becoming a role model.
I'm becoming a role model. People used to tell me that when you're coming back, get for me this shirt. They used to see my shirts and like, now get for me this.
Now
I bought it 10K. I'm telling you 30K because I'm now,
only sharp,
fashionista. Yes. So Form 6 was like that. I transitioned from the other school, then I came here, Mulusa Academy. I banked.
Era
HM chamwisa bubi. He got pissed off. I was like, hey man, why would you? But I told him if I want to perform better, I had to change because I'd gotten used to this environment and I had to change an environment like to a new one. So I granted things. I actually passed well. Now lockdown found us. Because I was to finish in 2020, then lockdown came. We paused. So I finished in 2021 in November, March, May there. Yeah. That's when I finished my Form 6. I went to my mwaka gumu. Kuba nalingenda kusoma. Kati ate nefu now bichi. My granny is in the US nangamba, you know what? There is a farm yange kuba tulina farm egombe eyo nangamba soko gyo managingireko
so je wano
nesoka ngenda ku farm I manage responsibility 8 hands. I go to the farm, I do what actually I'm very patient. I went to the farm. I was to spend there just months. I'm telling people in town, I'm coming back. 2 months down, 3 months down, 6 months down.
How was life there at the farm?
1 year down. At first it was hard. I went, by those days I had my iPhone 8. Hard guy, I've been on trend, man. I had my iPhone 8. So I could go. On weekends I come back to town. Kati one day I went to see my friend. He was in Chambogo. Kati ngenze, remember they were staying in a ghetto. They stole my phone.
Mukwano ko si yakakola.
I was seated on the veranda. Obukuba bwakatya. It is a ghetto. Hostel, there is a road for people, public road.
No, we are kubale nkuba wejja.
Today, njijeko cover balabeka logo. Ne mugoba. Tewaduka igira ka gate. Na mugoba igira ka gate ligamba I'm not entering there. If I want my life, I will stay. They had put some money for farm, but had removed it. Mukade yaligambye go kubya kaseetu yagala kugamba biki. So life there, to your question, how was life there? At first, I wasn't used to such life because the farm is in Gomba. However much it is on a main road and there is a big house there, but I wasn't used to the environment. Yeah, but I got used because there are some family members and all that. I didn't know them, but we got to know each other. And I'm a social person, so I get to connect with people.
Yes.
So I made 1 year there. I made 2 years there. Then I left. I was like, now granny, now it's time. Let me go. So 2023, I started my campus. So life there was just like that.
Life there, 2023 for me, I was in form 6. Not even form 6. So, Cophi, I don't know how, like, based on Orimujagu, but now how do you come up? No gamantikati. Embeera yewe nkutwala mu kyalo ojja kubeerayo. You'll be there nakubiri otegere embeera obeerewo. Most people kati nga I have my producer is called Sam. Yo mutwala mu kyalo it's a rap. Tasobola like he doesn't know anything. Ainza no kufa. So how do you manage to be a person that you cope up? I would say you cope up otegere embeera you adjust. How do you adjust? Do you like webulira ngo omuntu oba ogamba bugambe man kino kye kiriwo tukole kino?
I think I easily adopt to environment. I have that Western vibe in me. You know, Western people, those people from Europe, Asia, they easily adopt to environment. If they say now I'm going to Africa, they're going to go, they get used to the environment. So if I go in a village, first of all, I have to study what is there, how do people behave there. If I get to know how people behave there, trust me, it's going to be easy for me to engage with these guys, to adjust. So, when mbeera mu kyalo, I can easily adjust. When nzira mu town, nemanya. So, chimanyi mbeera mu before some people think of me as a traditional guy. Even people when find me in such clothes, they're like, hey, man,
how?
You swaggerful like this. I was like, yo, what do you mean? It's like, man, we know you. Your content is for deep Uganda, for people who are like in 70 years.
Traditional ritualists.
You understand? So I was like, okay, I love that. So I want people to take me in that perspective, in that character. I'm different. Everyone knows a different coffee by the way.
Because even me now, I know a different. And
people, when they see that bike, they're like, hey, man.
You know.
You change bikes. Today you're on a red bike. Tomorrow you're on a blue bike. Tomorrow you're on a black bike. I was like, that's where my life. I love bikes. Yes, I don't bring a car when there is a bike. I love bikes.
I've seen you on like road trips. I go
to Gulu, I go to Arua, I go to Kabale, Barara on my bike.
Crazy.
I love bikes so much. So I easily adopt to environment. Even when I'm about deaf, I can adopt to the environment. You know, kunsanga no ngambo banange ndi deaf. Adoption.
So tutusawo mu form 6 ogambo manyi mpise. Nonya university ngenda kweriwa. Waliyo Makerere, waliyo UCU, waliyo Kyambogo.
Yeah.
Or how do you be like, you know what? Let me try UCU.
Yeah. First of all, when, like as I told you, my time to the farm, I was the manager. At the farm, I was the manager. So, reaching time, I first applied to MOOC. Actually, to spend there like 1 year, I first applied to MOOC, but MOOC's intake is in February and also is in February or something like that. So I missed their intake. Then I applied to MOOC and UCU. They gave me to MOOC first. But then I missed it. Then I didn't go. That's where my second year being at the farm enters. You understand? So being there, UCU, they gave me. But I wanted MOOC. And my grand likes MOOC because they all studied to MOOC. And when you go, she used to tell me, you know, here in the US, MOOC is known, being that a government school, like many people have studied from there. So my grand was like, now, even if you're coming to US, it will be easy for you
if you have more.
What? But remember, at UCU, I had my granny who was a dean. It was called Banja. Now he's the vice chancellor at Leje. So I was like, yeah, but I'll go there. Jaja Banja is there. But then I never wanted UCU actually. Like I said, I never wanted it, but I wanted more because of the vibe and the course I wanted to do, journalism.
Yes.
So I wanted more. Then, because I was tired of the village, I said I will go with UCU. I was very big at the farm. I was like, I'll go with UCU. So I came to UCU. UCU, I expected a different lifestyle. I found another lifestyle. UCU is a vibe. People think it's for
for me, I knew one thing. UCU bakubemigo yogera oluganda bakwambaza ekigumba
tebiriyo. Just know UCU is a vibe. And also I think that's why I said adoption is key. If you find a certain manner or a certain norms in a community, you have to adopt. However much there are things I won't adopt. Like sija kubera mu deacon if I don't want to be a deacon. So deacons are here, bani, reverends, but still they are different people. They are lawyers, engineers, they are social science students, so it's a lot. So I came to UCU doing journalism.
Oyingide abana bajja n'emmotoka.
Actually in my year one I didn't have a bike in my year one, but I was this, of course, a swaggerful guy, and I'd not started content, but I used to know things like I came to do journalism, but I used to know things in my course even before start doing that. I used to know some videography and all that.
Those basic things.
Basic stuff.
How video? Omuntu akubengala ate katamanyine videography.
I do a lot. So we start doing this hype quarter. So call ebintu ebitugenda mu practical now. That now you feel like
yes,
I started getting leadership. I'm under the student leaders of the class rep, the class presidents. Every year has a class president. I become the class president, and then on the association they give me being the publicity because now in 2023 there I'd not started content. Now time goes by, I start my content. In 2024, that was last year. I started my content. That was in my internship. Remember when I finished my first year, we had to do that internship. It wasn't graded, but if you wanted, you
come. No gamanzo jagu.
And I did it from UCU. Because they needed the studio tech is my friend. I told him I will come and do from UCU. He was like, you come. I did it from UCU. I could be like associating. I started my content now. The Luganda way, wow. I started. Now the fame I had, ne evolving. Oshegi. Olwekula echuka. Wanatwade bamanyi just in this stuff bandaba nyambala obuntu bwange mpunya bulungi ekiwowo tekibulako. And now they are seeing a content creator. Akazunkanga mwekali. Nze natwali bamanyi I don't know Luzungu.
Nange mbadde manyi mbadde like okay I knew you knew but based on the story. Jajja Uganda lwokuba lulunga
kazungu kange kakakambu ate waneeno sina Luzungu. If I'm like on a panel ate mba muka
ate bilala ompaddeko buwi
bononkuwa buwi webera ku panel serious with the vocabulary ze UK. So this is me starting my content in 2024 the Luganda stuff with my friend. At first, I used actually to shoot these guys, Amon and Abe, before me starting.
How do you meet up with those two? Before you started?
Now, school we in the same university, the bad men in the same university. Abe is doing journalism. I was in second year. I was in first year. Amon was doing engineering. I think was in like third year. Or second year as well. I think it was in second year as well. Yeah, Amon was doing engineering. So I used, I wasn't a friend to Abe, so they are doing their stuff using phones and all what. So we started becoming friends. And me, I was like, now I'm going to be bringing a camera. We shoot.
How?
I shoot you.
What you got to do? Chichebetaga camera. So Jawa.
Yeah. These guys do stuff and all that. So I think what connected, there was like a movie screening and Abe was in that movie. You know, he's also a good videographer, editor and all that. So he's in that movie. That's when we started connecting. Then they started doing I started seeing them doing content with Amon. I connected. I started being in their skits, like using a phone. So I was like, they started daddy jokes. They came with that idea of daddy jokes. They started using some phones and all that. I call them on phones, giving them the angles. So In the university, I started getting some gigs. People call me Abesimbiewo. I script for them. I shoot them. The adverts. The adverts. Each advert. 150 minimum. 150k. And how long is it? Status feed 1 minute. 30 seconds to 1 minute. Mitwalo 15. One advert. Nze nganchikuba mpozi bano ba friend ya ogamba category chali wange nekola yekizike obudde nawo otegeera nawe olwo nakatandika course yange ochegede ndi mu first year naye obukujju bungi. So I start shooting these guys. I get a camera. I start shooting them. Abexeli atandise trending. Daddy jokes. Amon is doing the commentaries. Achikuba abantu bagaba naye camera kijje mukozesa simu. You know, however much you're doing content, you're answering, however much you're happy because of like what people are saying. There's some secrets. It's like me now. Even if you ask me my age, I'm not going to tell you because there is what you're seeing in me and I want you to be there. What are you using is a camera. But it was bad. We shoot this content and all that. They start booming and everything. So that's how we connect. So I tell Abe, we're doing this content, but I want to start something. I have many ideas. I can dance, I can do what, but I'm going to get one. I spent something like 5 months or 1 year thinking about the content.
What you're going to do.
Because I had a lot, but I could see like people could do a lot of things, but I want that particular niche.
It is going to stand out.
I remembered I'm a multimedia Luganda Wadi winner. Remember now, this is the niche. I seen people doing interviews, but not relating to culture. Now my interviews were related to culture. Now I start my content. I shoot Abe. Amon, I can feature in his stuff. Now when it comes to me, now we are now starting street. Together street. I start interviewing guys, videos that go booming. We have consistency. Abe ngamba now. Consistency. Every day we have to put a video. For start, Abe was editing for me. Ngamba ngenda ku editing. Ngato shooting. He edits for me. Every day I take a video. That is chikuwa nkisavula man things that I started trending. Nenkuba netukanga yatandika da nga tuli mu range yemu. Aina 90k followers. Nina 50k over 40.
60.
It's getting clearer. Tutandiko chikuba daddy jokes za Abe nezikwata.
Yangamba amonyangamba Wiz Khalifa yazira bakao.
Ni bantu banji Wiz Khalifa oba omenye batono bantu banji. Ba John Cena ngola ba John Cena reposted. Abantu banji kugambi Abe ngafuna gigi za sizino buloko gigi. Afuna gigi Germany, Spanya bodybuilder Germany bagala okole nawe South Africa. Zineze Uganda ngazi kuba nozigoba. Bagaba sente ntono bagala okole bingi. Alinga nesa tutibagala ziga bine kalirango olaba. Bakwasatu ate bagala okole bitu bingi. So that's the problem. So that's how we connect. I start my stuff. Everyone is now doing. Now it is a creative gang. Buli omu alina kyakola.
Ndaba Cophi akola kyanjawulo amona kwa kya ate nga mwezaamu amaanyi.
Ate nga twezzaamu amaanyi. Different niches. Awo ekibuuzo ky'olowooza tuba tukigrindings.
Kati content house ejja. Cophi Samuelz asoleta kamera kuba amoni yangamba Cophi nga tumukubira kamera ngebeerawo mu budde time. So aside from kutulabe high school wano balancing okusoma bichi ate wano ku campus kuba campus yo sijja kulimba. Campus is hard.
Yeah. However much they say it's easy.
I've seen people drop out.
Yeah.
Kitegeera nalabanga mwana ate kino kye kikola. So how do you keep up nogamba, you know what, however much this content frame is coming, I have to stay locked in school.
Yeah. What I told you at the start, always do what you can.
Yes.
I started to do journalism. I could do law. But I was like, I'm going to do journalism. And this field, the things I'm doing, the practical stuff, this content and all that, it's what we are studying. I might there is theory and all that, but there is knowledge. Remember, in every semester, there were those practical stuff. Your practice ngenda paper tubira mu class reference go bawa. Now you see content of coffee. Now you see content of coffee. Banange coffee content creator. Now you're becoming a role model even in your class. You understand? Yes. Like everyone is seeing you is like, oh, Cophi, how do you do this? I was like, okay, we do this. But then in a theory stuff, I'm a genius. I do well. So I could do balance because I chose what I want. All right. That is actually a very keen life. Always do what you can't and what you want. If your mom wants you to be a doctor, but you want to be a lawyer, trust me, so maybe every doctor you can get in it, but you won't do it as
perfect as you
would. Yeah. So I balanced these things. It was very easy for me to balance things at the university. Yeah.
Mama akitegedde yakitegera nti mutabani we content creator watanaba
kati ate mami waffe ala mami waffe oyo mami waffe back in the days mami waffe was a music director mami wange was a music director mami wange mukazi mukambwe muko amavoko ayimba soprano ayimba zonna mpozi bass yayinza obutayimba bulungi nnyo but she was a music director.
Yes,
there was this school, it is not a legend in Uganda, Bajima, it's called Public. Wobblins Public is in Rural District, one of the oldest schools. That was the music director in that school before she became a head teacher. We are music director. Nga mukambwe nga mukazi mboko takuyigiriza nowera bila luyimba. So I think we got that gift transformed from her to us. So she started singing my chorus. I'm like, oh, I've started singing your thing, and that is nice. My granny in the US, like my people, they loved it. So that's how like you asked whether my mom knowing that no problem.
Most people, because I'm telling you, most people ategera nti kati Cophi gwe taata notegera nti mutabani omutaawe atandise okukola content nemugamba gona asobola otyo okusoma biki tukusindise kusoma otuse ofunye banno biki abiveemu ebyo bireke. How does she take in all this? She's like is yeri akwesiga ndowooza nagamba I know my son will maneuver atakola kyayagala. So what is that one thing you look at nogamba nebaza maama nti yanzikiriza nenkola content?
I think my mom was in secondary. One day they reported us. Your kids, remember, used to be with us and other kids for
relatives.
For relatives. That's why Nagami Bidanga Bantu Banch. I think she was a new band. That's why Nagami Twabanga to attend to Kuza Sedas as a kid because I love Bantu Banch. So we used to be with some kids. Kati, Batulo Pakolomunti, your kids, it is when it's break time. They go with other kids and they train them dance and what. So mom came at school and was like, it's not about it. So she was never disappointing. So Chiraganti, she wanted what we're doing. So she had no problem with each and everyone's creativity.
Exactly.
At any point, from that point, I realized she appreciates seeing you doing what you feel like you want. Because remember, me, I was in Form 4 and I told her, I'm going to stop here. Electrical engineering in an institute.
Okay,
if that's what you want, it's okay. But family affairs, soma. I was one about someone has a degree which.
No,
then my uncle, yangamba, get up Form 6. Nenga ye akulaga is okay with what you're deciding. If at all that's what you want. So I appreciate her because she doesn't push you like to the end to what you don't want. Yeah, so even with content, it was like I swear, even right now. She can comment on my thing is a comment. Oh, Jaja waiver. Like what do you mean?
Actually, but then Jaja. So tukulaba okoze street quiz ogenze ku basajja ba garage nakulabanga ogenze ku garage abaludo nobabuza ko how do you switch nogamba kati omanyi ki atandiko no wajja. Is it also evolving nogamba let me try? Do you give yourself kwakati you know I've seen in your life you don't want to be comfortable like otuka nogamba kati kino solo chikola ate kino is it that pushes you nogamba you know what katono mumazi kino kyonchi mazi tugende ku kirala ate kati wajjajja nawo tulabira anakola atya.
I believe my audience would appreciate different ways of learning. I started with interviews and I'm pretty sure because like for almost 1 year people have gotten used to it. So each time I was like, okay, now I started just stuff towards the holiday stuff. So like holiday makers are now coming. By Jaden Wagenambiaro. Let me teach them how judges behave and how do you have to coordinate with your judges. So that content is strictly for holiday makers. I remember my judge back in the days what. So that is for holiday makers. And I paused actually interviews for some time. People used to it. I want to come back in interviews when now it's it has been lost on people's eyes. Now it is something new.
So it's about just transitioning here and
transitioning. Like, do you feel good when you eat rice like every day? You have to change. You know, so kachitwala nti tubadde kawunga kati tuzeeko wano kakyere ka piraawo kati nako bakanyumira kati ate there is coming soon ate natandise ne yenze there is a podcast called yenze kati ate naye gena kubanka mbwe
nakulayo ku live awo ng'otogerako so tutuse ku kiseera tukulaga obulamu bwo growing up tuse wano badde mujagujaga obulamu. Where do you see yourself tugambe in 2 years from now? Like just paint for me that Cophi gwolaba mu myaka ebiri.
There is a fellowship I've been in. By the way, during my university, I've gotten many certificates. Counseling. I'm a counselor. Hey, I'm a counselor. I've gotten many stuff. So it's this fellowship for Media Challenge. It's the biggest media organization, one of the media organizations in Uganda that train journalists. It's a private staff, Media Challenge. So they gave me a fellowship. When we went in that fellowship, they asked me that very question. Where are you seeing yourself? That's why I'm referring your question to them.
Yes.
So when I started my content, one of the things I had was like, I want to start winning awards.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's one thing.
It comes back to this story. What an award.
Yeah, story award. Remember, I have some awards I won in my secondary, but now I'm like
certificate
now in this line of journalism, content creation, I have to be recognized, right?
Yes.
I set my pace. So these 2 years question you're asking now, I'm taking it back to when I was starting, and I gave myself 2 years, and I got what I want in those 2 years. Now, if you ask me again that question, still I'll give you what I expect. So in that time, I gave myself 2 years. Where am I seeing myself? I saw myself as an award winner. I got it. I saw myself as an influencer. I'm an influencer.
Yes.
I saw myself as a person who is influencing youth and even people who are older than me, are older than me, and it's happening.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So right now, I'm seeing myself doubling that.
Right? Becoming
someone better than actually what I am right now. I'm contented with what I have, but still I'm looking for more. Because as a go-getter,
you know what you want.
It's always not enough. So I have to chase for a big thing.
Yes, yes.
So I'm actually good at reading news. And in 2024, I won an award for Best Luganda, Best Student Luganda News Anchor in Uganda.
In Uganda?
Yes.
That is
2020.
Bro, in Uganda?
Yes. Universities in Uganda, student who are studying journalism. I won it. 2025 here, I won the Media Innovation Award. Right? So, I'm seeing where I'm going.
There's pure purpose and intention.
Pure purpose is there and intention. So 2 years from now, I'm seeing myself doubling this. I'm seeing myself in one of the top-notch influencers in Uganda. Digital storyteller. I love sound designing, sound production.
Yes.
I make mini features, documentaries, but no way banga see a visual. Nenkola sound. My mini features I've made, they have won in 2024. My mini feature won in those awards, the best mini feature. It was about activists. You know, this activism which took place in Uganda, March to Parliament, made a mini feature for that. It won an award.
Yes.
So like many mini features I've been making those things and they win awards. So yeah, I'm good at that field.
So other than that, how do you tolerate people? How do you work with people? Because I've seen your social. The first time I met you in Nagambia, and the vibe that was there, like the way I welcomed you, vibe, no gamba. Hey, you didn't even know me, but being welcoming. How do you like handle other people? Is it only because categories of gamba? Nakulaba nayo wajja bulungi oba nalina kinakulaba because awali omuntu gosanga n'ogamba before they even make it n'ogamba nali nkulabamu ekintu because I've met people nakugamba mutawe kino singa wakitandika dda because I already saw it in you. So how is your tolerance with people?
First of all, I'm short-tempered, very short-tempered, but I'm social. Now how do I tolerate with people? Being that I'm known in different perspectives. So I reach in a place and I would love to associate like how our judges used to behave. back in the days. They are welcoming. It's you to make yourself bad in front of them, and now they put you aside, and they're like, now, Tura, according to how you behave, we are not going to associate. But at first, I try to welcome each and everyone.
It is up to you.
It's up to you. But at first, I feel like I should welcome each and everyone. Then it's like, now, relax, bro. No more. But I love people. Yeah. And when we met, man, these things, Mose. Chilling abantu okubanga ko omuntu si kibi
ebiseera ebyo nange okuzaayo ebiseera ebyo nali nkwata video nanza akola ku jigi nza akola ku shonera show n'oyo ye musajja wange nga nkwata video okitegeera nangamba Mike no ango tevuddeeyo era I think I started in form 4 but coming up manyi nga wona wenze wano ngamba ate Michael kamera ino ogiteeka mu kano n'ogiteeka we bati ate kivaayo nnyo kitegeera so me I've been with more people abajja and they change so which one came ebiseera nali nkwata era senga walaba bulungi we shot the West Side video there waliwo omulenzi we yajja era nange directed it ne mugamba tukikolewo tunewetuti so ate we nakulaba nensanyuka ne ngamba man nonaze like I always wanted to work with people who are better than me and people who can like add a brick nga olabye because Amon came he added a brick okitegeera nangamba Michael when you editing buno buteeke mu okitegeera nenstegeera nti kati nawe nzize no ngamba okitegeera like
learning, relearning and unlearn
and becoming better every day. So aside from that, most people wajja I have to ask them this question. It is one of the outstanding questions. How is your love life?
Love life.
You know, picking mama them.
Love life, yeah. So kati, I'm a lover, man. However much I've been to be no munai.
However much you're short-tempered.
Man, I'm very short-tempered. But to the love of my life, of course, you
turned down.
But we kajja sagala muzike zonzi. Ndi musajja mukadde sagala bintu bya muzanyi. Actually, kaso kengede ko mu character wa mukadde.
So gene mu character.
So wano mba nkaddiye. Lwakuba size na nkofiira yange. But when you see these glasses, olujjajja aba avuddeyo. Kati mutaawe nkwagala nnyo engeri gy'okola mu ki? Ebintu story time eno ogikola ate ebintu birungi nnyo. Kubanga abantu singa ne muto wakulabirako nalaba nti baba mutaawe kino kyakola. Tulaba nti n'abagenda kukopa ebintu byo. Ate bijja tuyamba nange ojja kajja kino gani tugenda mu holiday jajja omugaati gugu. Tulaba nti mba nfunamu. So kati birungi nnyo era beera mukozi nze nakola nga twakuba emmundu. Ubona mu lutalo lwa Museveni nga tuli bakambwe. Naye kati byebyo. So kati kasola ba glasses mba mukambwe. Ne wemba sibiriimu era obwajjajja bujja. So tola bazise ebbali.
So kati religion tugenze ku ddiini. Cophi waffe tumulabye wa ddiini ki?
Cophi
kuba ejjajja yinza okuba mu Katoliki.
So our family is for Protestants, right? Dad, mommy's side and everything, they are really Protestants.
Rooted in Protestant.
But then me, nachuka kunengenda ko bad events. Never, but now I'm a born again Christian. Now I'm a born again Christian, the same Protestant. I'm a born again Christian. So yeah, that's my religion. And I fellowship from Shiloh City here in Mukono. Yeah.
So I think we've come to the end of part 1.
Yeah.
Kati era buli creator ajja mugamba nti Cophi ono there's waliwo omuntu akulabye ogusooka omuntu ogusooka. The people that want to know nti nange njagala creator njagala kubeera ngoyo Cophi because I believe there are people that have come and told you man you inspire me. So give a word of give a message of hope to that one person ajja agamba nti njagala kubeera Cophi olwo. In conclusion,
anyone who would love to be like Cophi, who would love to be like Motawe, who would love to be like Solomon Chimera, Janice, Sean.
Hey, by the way, before you even conclude, do you want to work with which creators do you want to work with in your field?
In my field, I've actually I do a lot of stuff, so there are many creators that we can feature and we do something nice. I use the word featuring because if you say working with, it's like, but feature works better. So I would love to feature with, I think I've featured with some creatives. I've ever been on set with Solomon Chimera and Nemukwatirako ku camera. However much I've not been, I've not happened in his stuff, but he's my friend. So I'm looking forward to create something with him. He's actually a top-notch guy. Medical Doctor Mukambwe. Yeah, Medical Doctor Mukambwe. Very soon, we're going to work with these Bandari guys, the UK guys. They are very nice guys. And since they do Luganda stuff, culture stuff, they're in UK, but they are showing that they also understand Luganda. You know them. Sukari, Oscar,
Apollo,
those guys. Soon you're going to see some magic. Content House and those guys, you're going to see some magic. So, we're going to work with those guys.
Kati, conclusion,
yeah, so to anyone who would love to be like Cophi, Chimera, Abe, Amon, Mutawe, I think one thing, out of the 50, the 100, there are two things you can do. Pick that one stuff. If you remember my story, what I told you, I picked what I could do better. I can do content in English, but if I'm in Luganda, I can compete with the whole world. But in English, I can't even compete in my village. You understand?
Because everyone is good.
Everyone is good. Is better than me. Mutawe is better than me in English. But in Luganda, blood it on in the whole Uganda. If we're now competing in Luganda, and can say, Banja abamanyo Luganda, but it's all dunyo miso basinga. Just sola kola muluzungu. Atana went to la muluzungu, sebo ngasazewo. Ndo miso nagamba, wow. Do you know Luganda? You understand? So always get what you know and what you can do better. And have people with you. There are things you cannot finish alone.
Yes.
However much I can do this stuff in setting a camera and recording, but if I'm to go on the street, I won't do it. So have people with you, right? However much you don't have resources, yes, being able to want to, but you want to start, even if you don't have resources are needed.
They are necessary.
There were those first resources. However much you broke, without resources, you won't start anything.
I feel like that comes from chobo yagalo funa katinga ongambi otubade ku set before we started no ngamba Michael njagala kitu kachiri okitegera. So you have to have it in your mind no ngamba kati kiche njagala quality weight kiche netaaga.
So it's also good to have some resources, but however much they are small, because they say right, and use each and every opportunity you have. If you're called somewhere, no pita wano nti Mutawe.
Era nakoise neunyiza Amon yangamba reach out. Nekusindikira message. Mostly me I send people messages nga obo mancho osubira naga Cophi ayinza kungamba ayinza kunsaba sente nyingi nti jangu tukole sente mitwala ata. Okitegera but you are like tukole even yeri webeganye tujja kuzisenda leri free. Okitegera and I think era nkwebaza. Era ngina kwebaza ne jajja kuba ino tuwa character enda.
Jajja tudo kwebaza. So use every chance you get. You can see a platform ngento no. But it can push you somewhere.
You don't know where
to go, right? So use each and every. I've been with a lot of people. You stand, no gamba, my name is this and this and this. I do this and this. Out of those 10, 5, there is someone who will come and be like, hey, you said you do this. So use any chance to advertise what you do and everything and be consistent. Being motivated is there, but be disciplined. You know, being motivated and disciplined are different stuff. You're going to see Cophi doing content like, Cophi, I want to start. You start the 1 week, then you rest. That is intensity. You're being motivated, but you're not disciplined. So be disciplined. Yes, be motivated and be disciplined. If you combine those ones, that is the way to go. And always know what you want. That is what of encouragement. Of course, you don't have to forget God in everything.
Exactly.
And put yourself first.
Katwade tusaba ne jajja atusiibule
jajja
kwa jajja yayinza okutuwungana ate tutegeere nnyo
kali
weewaawo
kali wekasitonda bakunda sanyinga nze ngomanya ate tugenda kwogera byansonga kekazindaalo microphone olunaku olwaleero nabadde munywanyi wange story with Mutawe nangamba nti mbadde njagala tukoleeyoko ku kintu tulabe engeri gye tunatambuzamu byebigere bino nesula mu lwenga bino ngamba nti ate kanzije wotulabira twafuuse eddaaba entebetebe era ng'ebintu tubitambuza maliraadi nnyonnyini ddala tulandazzeemuuko ne tukirako wagembwa naye ate munywanyi tusuubira nti kye tukuwadde naawe ojja kukirya owulire nga kiri maliraadi nnyo nnyini ddala engeri gy'ogambye nti jajja kajje ayogeremuuko katono asijja kulwa mu ndaala nga kamunyana akubaka yeye
omwana akuletera amazzi onywe
andeetera ku mazzi niyo amazzi bajja kugaliita naye ennaku zino bandisa nnyo bikebisi bino ebyo waliwo akasajja akakabeera ku kipapula nga kambadde obugaalo ebyo bikebisi balindisa nnyo kati byenjagala ebyo bompa mbiryako obwolumu
omwana
babireete naye kakati naawe ng'ogenda olina okwegendereza ekkubo lineeno ababoodano bavuga bubi kati weegendereza ebintu bibere nga bikola ki nga bitambula malidaadi sana nene ebirevu salako
jjajja nedda naawe
kati enkofiira bw'ogikyusa enoofa
wenjikyusa wendi anti kamera jjajja baba tebandaba
naawe twaleere
baba tebandaba jjukira lushaddo kati bannogikyusa jjajja ate jjajja oyogera ki ku biwetaweta bino ebiti byonyambale kuba nanyumya ate nkoppa gwe jjajja
era kati mukoppanze ebiweta bino kati kano kapazo weberawo nga ndi roasting nga ndi mwankiza yate nkazanyisa ne kambeeramu buli muntu afuna nkiza yate munnange omanyi wetwalwa nange entalo twabifunanga ebyo okategeera naye kaakati katuleme kulwa mu ndaala ebintu bingi bye tulina okuba nga tukwasaganya endaala kwekulwa mu kintu n'otayogera nnyo kati era kyemmanyi ebintu tugenda kuba tukola ki tubiteeka mu nkola ebirina okukola ki ng'obiteekayo kansuleko akazibaawo kange
akazibaawo ate keekaliwa
akajaketi kakazibaawo ate neesuule mu lwengabi lwolu tegedde lyekkubo okoze otya ate weddirangabi akabbiro ki
lindako akabbiro ndi wangabi nnyunga kati mba
neddirangabi akabbiro
jerengesa
byebyo kale eno nno bagita ntasoma si yesepeewo
jjajja mbadde nsaba tukutwale ewaka